The first thing that made me really want to do band was seeing the marching band actually perform with my sisters, seeing them in it. The band seemed really awesome from there, and I really actually wanted to join it from there.
I always wanted to play an instrument, and well, Stevens was the real reason why I've stayed with band all this time. He's inspired me to keep going with it.
I think I always loved music. It was kind of awesome having a teacher that was like really cool, like Stevens.
Um, I wanted to join band because it sounded really fun to do, something new to try. And I stayed with it because it was just something different and I enjoyed making music.
Um, Maybe want to join band. I joined band primarily because I saw my brother do it, and he would tell me about all the fun things that he was doing in it, and I was like, why not?
Well, I was required to take a music class, so I picked band. And the people in band what made me stay with it.
I joined band primarily because of my older sister Brenda. She would always tell me how great band was, and so I gave it a try, and I ended up enjoying it a lot. It's the reason why I'm still here.
I wanted to join band because all my friends did it, and everyone always had a fun experience when they did it.
What made me want to join band in the first place is I actually seen videos of like my uncle playing saxophone and like many different like videos of saxophone players, and then that's where I decided that, you know what, I'm actually gonna join band and I'm actually gonna play saxophone.
Well, I've always been a drummer, so music's life. Had to stick with it.
My favorite thing about band has to be meeting new friends and playing, basically learning new things from everybody.
My favorite thing initially was just finding a group of people that are willing to like listen to me and have fun with me and be friendly. But after that, I've really just grown to enjoy band for just like the music that we do and like the level of rigor and like the expertise and like the opportunities we're given throughout it.
All the different types of music that we played. There were so many different kinds. We played like a lot of variations of different ballads and marches and fast pieces, slow pieces. I don't know. Just variety.
It was kind of a different atmosphere, It was kind of a place where you could joke off a little bit, and it was different from the rest of the school day. And it was just fun, all the people that you were around.
I like how the band department is kind of a family, and you always can come here and feel safe. Everyone is friendly and nice. It's really cool.
I guess the people, and then, they're weird and funny though. So yeah.
Don't talk about
Stop.
My favorite thing had to have been all the networking and all the interactions that were included with band, like meeting literally 500 students and then seeing each of them grow, some drop, and staying with the ones that stayed until the end.
Mr.Stevens.
My favorite thing about band was the unity amongst every band members. We were all a family, and that's one of the greatest things to come to.
My favorite thing about band is that it's like a family. It's like everybody enjoys the company of each other, and we get to play music. It's fun.
Alex pushing Lydia down and her falling into the door.
Oh, hey, if we can find that. But there was no video. My favorite thing was being with my best friend.
And just dancing in the stands, being foolish.
My favorite thing was the band parents, because you guys are so nice.
No.
I love you, Miss Binkley and Miss Roberts and Miss Washington and Gabe's mom.
Yeah.
I gotta say the people. My favorite thing about band is probably the interaction between people, the music, and basically like a lot of it. But I think if I were to pick one, it had to be the hard pieces. Those are the most fun.
My favorite thing about band was probably the people I did it with. I made a lot of good friends in band. I had a lot of good friends already, but I made a lot of good ones, with Mikey and Mike Nelson and Trey and, all those guys that I kind of met once I got to high school especially.
Definitely when he tries to tell jokes and definitely tries to make us laugh is the funny part. Best part ever.
Well, he's taught me a lot about life in general and how to handle your friends and many other things. He's just been there for me for the past 4 years that I've known him.
I gotta say, just in general, all the innuendo, it's just always really funny when he says something just a little suggestive, and then everybody starts laughing, and it's a real good time. So,
Other than getting to stay and like have conversations about the band and everything with Mr. Stevens after everyone was gone, the booty do was definitely something that I will always remember about Stevens.
Obviously, the booty do. I remember him cracking, like his voice cracking during marching band.
One of my favorite moments has to be whenever I'm in here and I'm like talking to him, he would just bring up the most random comments could ever think of. Like, I can't say most of them. However, he would just like make awkward conversations, and he was just like an awkward like best friend.
My favorite moment with Stevens. Okay, so there's this one moment where we won first place at one of our marching band competitions, and I remember during the rehearsal after the competition, he actually did the booty do, which is kind of like twerking in a way, and I could just remember I was like laughing on the ground, dying, and it was one of my greatest memories of him.
It was so funny.
When he kept asking which one is the best black person.
When he thought that he was black until he was like in 3rd grade.
Oh yeah, cue that video in here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and he cried his eyes out.
All
no,
right.
wait.
One of my favorite memories of Mr. Stevens is back in 5th grade, where I was getting so frustrated because I couldn't figure out the notes, and he kind of sat me down and said, "You can do it, you can do it," and with his jokes or whatever, and I finally did it and got a B for the year. He's just always been pretty fun to mess with. He's been a good sport about it. So all the times that he, took a joke.
Sell yourself!
Oh. Balls to the wall. Grow your grapes. That's really it. Oh, ratchet chain.
Ratchet chain.
Ratchet chain all the time.
If you notice, after a lot of times after he, this was pointed out to me by Quentin Rice. A lot of times after he finishes a song on stage, he picks up the microphone and goes, "All right," and then starts talking. So he always ends the song with "all right."
So many things. Hey, Anayeli, do you know Cristian?
Don't do drugs.
Mr. Stevens normally just tells us to be confident in ourselves, to play loud.
I think my favorite quip of Stevens was his one he did during basketball band. He'd say, "So, Roman, you know Charlotte?" And he always introduced people to like either their siblings or their best friends. Just goofball. But yeah, that's my favorite Stevensism.
I definitely will miss like him inspiring us to try new things and meeting new goals in our lives and stuff.
All right. I'll miss his sense of humor. I'll miss his charm. I'll miss him being such a great band teacher. And there's no one else in the world I'd rather have.
Probably the networking that you can do, like meeting so many different people, and Stevens.
What I miss most about the band program really is just, I've never had a bad time in band. Everybody's always in a good mood, or somebody's always cracking a joke. If you're having a bad day, you walk into the band classroom and it's just, I don't know, it brightens your mood a lot.
I'm gonna miss the way that Mr. Stevens interacted with us, because he treated us like the adults we were, and at the same time he treated us like the kids that we were. So he found that good middle ground.
What I'll miss about band, I guess the memories people have made with me and stuff. And Stevens is making the class really funny.
What I'm gonna miss most about band is everyone I've met through the program, everyone that touched my heart in a way, as well as Mr. Stevens, and also him always pointing at my shirt and just saying, "Oh, you got something right there." I'm the only one who falls for it. I don't know why, and I can't do it ever.
I'm gonna miss so much. Band has definitely been a second family to me, and the people that I've met and made friendships with, I'm gonna miss them the most, really. I'm gonna miss performing with these great kids and under the direction of Mr. Stevens, because he's a really awesome guy to work with.
The people in band.
I'll probably miss like the fact that this is basically my second home. You know, I can just like go in and I can just chill out. I can like do whatever I can, and in a way, it feels like I'm leaving home. You know.
What I miss about the band program.
Food.
Yeah. Free food. And traveling. Yeah. Bus rides.
The random knowledge he drops during class. A lot of it. Like, I'll miss all the people here. I've made a lot of friends here. Playing the instrument lower is really fun. Mr. Stevens is probably the greatest band teacher I've ever had. Ever. And he's just an amazing guy, and I'm going to really miss him.
We'll miss you and hope you have a good pregnancy.
Baby?
Yeah.
Stevens, I'm gonna miss you.
Stevens, I want you to know that you're the reason why I do music, and you're the reason why I kept going in band, and I think I will in the future.
Stevens, you're awesome. You're the best.
I guess I'll miss the band program a lot.
Good luck at Metz. If there's middle school kids or something.
I love you guys.
Have fun with the kids at Metz. You know, try to guide them if you can. And I'll miss you, Stevens.
Girl, you better take care of those Metz kids before I do, because some of them have mouths. I'm gonna miss you a lot, and don't worry, I'll see you down there. I'm gonna go ahead and say hi.
No, I think I want to save everything for the end of the concert. I think I'm going to say everything that I need to.
Bye.
Well, first of all, I'd like to say congratulations to Mr. Stevens and his marriage. We've all been very accepting for Miss Stevens, and so, you know, like I said, we're all a unity. So, congratulations to you both.
Mr. Stevens, you've always been a great friend to everyone here in the band program, and I hope you luck in your next job.
Mr. Stevens, I'll miss you so much at the bottom of my heart, and please take care of the middle schoolers at Metz, because you're gonna need to take care of them. Love you.
We're gonna miss you. It's gonna be sad next year. And also, we're the fairy godparents of your children. We didn't say fairy godparents. We said fairy godparents. We're gonna be fairy godmothers. Yeah, name your kid after me. Deanne, Deanna, Diane. You can put an apostrophe if you want. Xavier. No.
Put an apostrophe before everything.
Name your kid Augustus. No, that's the fat kid name. Stop.
Good luck, man. Good luck to you, Mr. Stevens, with the Metz kids. I'm off and out of here, and hopefully I'll see you again.
Last words, I guess that was it. I love you. Thanks for being so chill. Good luck with those middle schoolers. I know I was a handful back then. It takes a special person to deal with that, but you got it. Stay cool.
Touch the ground. Touch down. That's not going to be possible.
It's not a